Damn, everyone this week is getting copyright strikes for criticism. First Lieutenant Cobra from Just Destiny, and now The Verge is taking down other tech YouTubers for criticisms that happened 5 months ago? Jeez. Hey Keem, I know that The Verge is really needing your help right now, so maybe you can give them one of those same victim cards that you gave Just Destiny. I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Why am I still getting hate?
Okay, so many of you may or may not know what I'm talking about or even know who The Verge is. So let me give you a little TLDR. So The Verge is a YouTube channel ran by Vox Media who last year made an infamous video doing a PC build. Now you're probably saying to yourself, but gamer, what's the big deal? I mean, how can a guide to a PC build be that much drama? Oh boy, let me just fill you in. So back when this guide came out back in September of last year, it was filled with problems. Just to name a few, you've got them plugging in the RAM in the wrong slots, not even looking at the motherboard manual to make sure they were taking advantage of the dual channel memory. You had them not putting on the back plate of the motherboard whenever they were attaching the CPU cooler. Oh, and when it came to the CPU cooler, it had pre-applied thermal paste, right? Well, guess what they decided to do? Let's add more. A fuck ton more. And not in the right place on the CPU. That's right. They globbed on a bunch of CPU thermal paste and basically said, it's good. And I am just surprised this thing even posted. So when this video came out, a ton of PC enthusiasts and tech YouTubers called out The Verge for their botch and basically said that the video was misguided and honestly was a bunch of misinformation, and rightfully so. Well, at first it was going okay with them getting criticism. First trying to hide the likes and the dislikes and the comments. Then when that did not work out, they decided to take down the whole video. But then they pulled their first victim card and claimed that the people that were criticizing the video were racist because the host was black.
I also want to reiterate that The Verge has zero tolerance for internet harassment campaigns, and we will automatically disregard any feedback that appears to be in bad faith or part of such campaign. As many of you know, we are happy to engage openly with our audiences across our platforms, but over the weekend, multiple people on our staff have been subject to a wave of attacks, including hundreds of racist attacks on the host of our video. We simply will not listen to feedback that is associated with these campaigns or the people who direct such campaigns. We'll eventually make another video on how to build a PC. It'll be good. See you out there, Niley Patel. One of the things that drives me insane when situations like this happen, or whenever a YouTuber makes a video, whether it be me or someone else, criticizing a public figure or another YouTuber, whatever the case may be, is that everyone misconstrues criticism as harassment. I understand it's a gray area, and I've had many a troll use against me, oh, Rich, you just can't take criticism. But again, there's a difference between criticism and people just being completely insane. But there are people, I even saw it on Twitter, saying, Rich, you're part of the problem because you put up that live stream reacting to how bad his build was. And I'm thinking to myself, all I'm doing is saying how terrible the build is. I'm not calling him names. I'm not threatening Stefan in any way. But for some reason on the internet in 2018, whenever you want to disagree with somebody, there's a huge group of people that look at it as if you're attacking them.
Now, it's been about 5 months since that video was posted and everyone's moved on. Tech YouTubers like Review Tech USA, Bitwid, Jay's 2 Cents have all moved on and have moved on to greater and better things, working on other articles, other videos, and more tech coming out every day. They don't have time to worry about something as petty as just some criticism. They went out, they spoke their piece, and they moved on. But did The Verge move on? They had to have, right? Like, I mean, it's been 5 months and, you know, the drama's over. No one's talking about this. They had to have moved on, right? I mean, right? Well, that doesn't seem to be the case because yesterday I started seeing a number of my favorite YouTubers making videos about how their criticism of this video were being falsely copyright struck by Vox Media and The Verge. Now, I've looked into this, and yes, a number of the channels that criticize The Verge have received copyright strikes, and two of the channels that I can name right off the top of my head are Bitwit, who I mentioned earlier, and Review Tech USA, who you saw in that clip just a minute ago. Now, as I was recording this video, there has been a small update. Bitwit has come out on Twitter and posted that YouTube has voted in his favor and are releasing the copyright strike on his video, and the video will be going back up. I will link to his thread down below so you can check it out, but at this time, Rich's video is still not to be yet released. And honestly, I think The Verge deserves a lot of criticism for even going this route. So now I must ask all children under the age of 13 to please leave the room because Papa Gamer is about to go off. Now here's what I don't understand, Vox Media or The Verge, whoever I'm going to be talking to at this moment. Why do the false copyright claims? Did you truly think that they were not fair use, that you owned the rights to those videos? You owned the right to Rich's live stream criticizing you? Did you really think that? Because the truth is they are fully fair use. I watched both of those videos, one being a stream and the other one being a parody, making fun of how idiotic your build was and how unprofessional your build was. Yes, you had great equipment. You had the same motherboard that I currently have in my rig, but you didn't have a professional there building the PC. You had someone who obviously needed help, obviously did not know what they were doing, and guess what? You guys got called out for spreading misinformation that could have basically damaged the credibility of PC gaming or PCs in general. And honestly, you deserve the criticism. So what was it? Was it because you guys truly thought that you own the rights to these streams and this video, this parody? Or was it because you guys can't take a slant? Is it because you guys can't deal with criticism, and even though it's 5 months old and the video's been down and basically everyone's stopped talking about you, you just couldn't take it? You wanted to get back at them and were hoping that it would just go under the rug and no one would notice that you filed false copyright strikes. And guess what? You just brought our community more together, because the thing is that we don't stand for that shit. We don't let that shit slide, and whenever things like that happen, we stand together and we support one another. Even the people that criticize Rich or Review Tech USA are standing by him and saying, this is bullshit, remove the strikes. And here's the thing that drives me nuts. I guarantee you a lot of people are going to go easy on you and try and make this a peaceful thing. I'm not, because here's the thing. First, you spread misinformation with a guide that was misinformed and was poorly put together and could have caused major damage to the PC building community as well as the PC gaming community. That's strike one. And then you come out with victim card number 2, where you sit there and you say, well, we know that we spread misinformation and we did a terrible video that could have ruined someone's PC build, costing them hundreds of dollars, or even turned them off to PC gaming in general and making them go back to console because they had a bad experience. But we were getting terrible amounts of hate. We were getting threats. We were getting, people on our staff threats every day. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this. Do you guys deserve threats or anything like that? No. No one does. No, especially death threats or some of the things that, Review Tech USA saw or myself saw. None of those things are deserved towards your staff or your host or anyone. No one ever deserves that. They deserve criticism. And that's what Review Tech USA, as well as a number of other YouTubers, gave you. And what did you do in return with strike number 3, in my opinion? You went and falsely copyright stricken a number of videos, including Bitwit's and Review Tech USA's. This has been proven, and guess what? This is just the cherry on top. Even YouTube is calling you out. Even YouTube is saying, this is bullshit. These are fair use. They are under the copyright laws of fair use for criticism and critique. This is bullshit. And they called you out because the claim on Bitwit has already been released. The strike on Bitwit has already been released. And basically he posted the email that they sent you saying that this is bullshit. These claims are false. And if you want to check those out, they will be down in the description box below. So what is it? Please tell me, because the video was over with. The drama was gone. Your video was gone. And guess what? For some reason, out of the blue, you decide to take down these channels by trying to take them down and cripple them with false copyright strikes. Now, before this video gets too ranty, I'm going to end it off here, but in all honesty, The Verge has screwed up royally. You know, if they had just made the mistake with the video and deleted it and moved on and made a better video, I could have lived with that. But then they played the victim card whenever it came to the criticism they were receiving and basically saying that it was racism towards their host. And now they've posted multiple copyright strikes towards Richard Review Tech USA and Bitwit. And if there's other people that have received false copyright strikes from Vox Media or The Verge, please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear their stories. But that's going to do me for today, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like on it. If you don't, go ahead, leave a dislike. And as always, GamerJlee signing out.